Hello there friends and viewers, welcome to WarCraft Request, the weekly Saturday night show featuring a requested game, a subscriber requested game, or rather just a popular game, popular in demand. You know, you get the picture. So anyway, it is indeed going to be another game which is featuring Ted, and he is going to go up against Infi. Well, this is plainly to say game number 2 of the last week's request. So anyways, because of popular demand of Ted's coming back, we are going into game 2 as well, and I might even go for the game 3 in the next week. Most probably, well, if this video gets popular enough, that is, if you people like it, obviously game 3 will be something that you will want to see, because that is the best one out there, if I'm not wrong. So anyways, unfortunately there aren't any referees, so we're gonna have to turn off Fog of War and hear a few rally spams and all, and also a few unit responses and stuff. So anyways, getting on to the match up, Undead player going for DK first. As we can see, nothing's too very special. Crypt is coming, Tomb of Relics is coming, Graveyard is coming, while the human player going for a pretty standard human opening. Might wanna drop the Arcane Tower somewhere to the inner side of the base, because he knows that a skeleton warrior, or rather two of them, will be coming in for some kind of harassment. And yes, there it goes. This is just what I was talking about. A skeleton minion can like come in from any time of the game and do some harassment, or if not scouting. Footman gonna go out a little, turn around from that direction and come back, or rather Archmage is gonna come right over here and creep this camp out. If not, he's going for the green one. And DK will be out in a second, and I believe DK is gonna rush towards the human base right after buying the Rod of Necromancy. Yes, he is gonna rush towards the human base, and oh, the Footman was not for that. Footman was for scouting. Well, and Footman gaining good enough information for the human player that the DK is heading right towards the human player. Human player has to creep out this camp very as soon as possible. That's all I can say about it. While the DK is heading towards the human base, I don't think he's gonna get a jack, but he might very well get a creep. He might very well get the skeleton warrior up, and oh, human player being in a really good position, driving away the DK going back, not gonna be able to go towards the corpses and get the skeleton minion ready, although he can kill a critter. Well, when there's the critter, I don't see a critter anywhere, a sheep or something like that. Well, DK is still gonna stay outside. He's still gonna wait for an opportunity, and there goes the opportunity. Death Coil, no. For some reason cancelled the Death Coil. I believe he did go into the animation of the Death Coil, but cancelled. And here he comes, going for the corpses and leaving out the Tomb of Agility. For some reason, these pro players always leave out the tombs. Well, I guess they don't like it, or they just don't consider them important enough. Human player going for the expansion mainly because he is a human player. Skeleton warrior gonna go towards them and wake them up before the human player comes in, and that might cause a little problem to the human player, because when they're sleeping, it's easy to position your units around them and be able to take them out relatively easily, if not the way you don't want to take them out, that is. And there goes the spread of units towards them, and here the DK gonna get a coil, or the troll did get a jack over there, while the human player gonna try his level best to, oh my, that was a potential jack, but it did not result into one, as Ted miscalculated the amount of damage that could have been dealt. Here comes the Fiend gonna be able to do some good amount of damage in this battle, but that is pretty much too little too less. This is the very start of the game, where Undead player really can't do anything but sort of a ghoul rush to completely halt the expansion, because if you want to halt the expansion, you can't go for this kind of a build order. Only DK with one fiend coming out at a very late point of the game, and when you have like two fiends, human player already has like 7 footmen around, and that is very much not enough. You need to do some sort of a ghoul rush if you're an undead player and you wanna stop a human player from expanding. Well, that's at least what I can see. Anyways, the footman is heading is following the fiend for some reason and got into the base, and oh my, that mighty little Hall of Death is gonna freeze it, slow it, freeze slow it, whatever you might want to call it. And here comes the DK gonna use a coil most probably, and well, the thing is right now is that DK needs to get to level 2 by doing something or the other, because he needs that little what do you call it, unholy aura. Yep, he needs that unholy aura, mainly because the undead units are not going to be regenerating. This is something that I discovered after a while. That is something a little humiliating, but just look at the hit points of the fiend. The fiend is not regenerating. The undead units will only and only regenerate either on light or near the DK when the DK is with unholy aura. As you can see, 465 hit points since a long time. Either it has no regeneration or it has real slow regeneration. So the thing is, level 2 DK with unholy aura is a necessity for the undead player right now. Human player are trying to creep out this fountain. Will be able to creep out it pretty easily if you ask me, because the undead player doesn't really have the healing over there, and unless and until the human player allows the undead player to kill more and more units and get his hero to level 2, he will not be able to do that. And the thing is, undead player got his second hero right now, which is going to be dividing away the experience, the amount of experience that the undead player gains over the DK, which is one more thing that the undead player will be limiting himself to. Although he will be able to nuke very well, because mainly because of the lich. And oh my, a good surround over the DK at very low hit points. DK might just die over there, and this might just be very well pull out the undead player from any kind of potential harassment for some time. But no, the undead player is not going to give up that easily. The thing is that undead player is leaving this expansion to build up. I mean, he does have enough units. He can just sneak in there while the human player is creeping. When he knows that the human player is creeping, he could go and like destroy the towers, do something or the other, rather than getting himself not any unit kills, because whatever he's doing right now, he's not really gonna gain any kills if you ask me. Least because mainly because the footmen have defend, and well, he just got one kill, but well, he's at level 1.9, 99. In other words, one more kill, one more creep kill, one more anything else will give him level 2, giving the undead units regeneration. And well, as far as the regeneration goes, here comes an obsidian statue, and the undead player no longer needs unholy aura to regenerate, because that obsidian statue constantly gonna heal away all of the units in a specific small amount of area. Undead player gonna go for this particular camp at the goblin merchant and gonna get his hero to level 2, and I guess that is just what he wanted to do. He could have potentially gone for this camp if that was all that he wanted. But here comes the human player. No, not gonna go for the attack, just gonna bypass the undead base and go around it. Probably came in for scouting. Human player got a vampiric aura, Scourge Moonshines, giving all of the melee units 15% lifesteal ability, and sold it off because he pretty much has no use for it. All the footmen will be gaining like one hit point or something at each attack, and that's not gonna be very useful. It's gonna be more useful to things like grunts and all that, but I guess it's rather better to sell it off because it does give you a good amount of gold. That's one thing I can say. Human player creeping out this camp and did use a staff of teleportation to teleport himself over here, and oh my, undead player just got the third hero, while the human player is going for castle. Just built some massive amount of towers there and killing off his own peasants there, mainly because he is out of supply or something. How do you... yeah, like this.
Our forces are under attack.
So anyways, human player attacking the undead base, and oh my, this can... I don't really see him being able to do some massive amount of damage, mainly because there's a lot of spirit towers over here. He might just be able to take out the Tomb of Relics, which might be the only thing that he even came for. But well, right now it's a tower game. It is a tower game for the human player. As long as he has those towers standing, he can stay in the game and get his tier 3 units, And whoa, humans, they're not backing out. Humans, they're going for the other, the workers, the ghouls and the acolytes, I believe. While the others are going to the same, if not the other towers. But well, as long as those peasants are alive, those doing any kind of damage over the towers is not going to be very useful, as they can be repaired very easily. And oh, nice frost novas. I'm kind of surprised on why the Undead player did not use Black Arrow over those militiamen, or rather peasants, because that would have been, well, they've got the Black Arrow, and if that peasant dies anytime soon, it should be converted into a skeleton warrior. Because that was just what I was mentioning. If he wants the skeleton warriors, that's one thing he needs to do. And well, there is Infi. I mean, Infi is really playing aggressively right now, going right after the entangled gold mine, and Undead player might very well have to TP back, but no, I don't think he has to TP back. Human player is the one that is on the losing end, because even though he has killed a few acolytes, I mean, he's the one who's losing the units there. Other players hasn't really lost any units in this fight. Human player is just losing the peasants constantly, and that's the bad thing. I mean, to the amount of peasants that human player has just lost is nothing. Is absolutely nothing compared to the amount of units that the other player has lost at the base. And he's gonna MK with a few breakers. Are these breakers like gonna be enough to stay into the battle? Well, we're gonna find out. And the Archmage teleports in, and I do believe all the footmen died. Did they die? Yes, they did die. Well, the one thing that the human player did manage to do was halt the Undead player's gold supply for a little amount of time, and well, finally the Black Arrow coming into play, and those skeleton warriors gonna do some puny amount of damage, not gonna be too very good there. Human player choosing to creep at this camp, and well, for some reason also brought the Archmage over there to share the experience. I thought he wanted to get the MK to level 2, to get bash or something, but I believe, well, I guess he just came for the item, just crept out, because those were the left out pieces. And well, human player is still creeping. He did not come for the item. He is creeping. He wants to get a level up, I guess. He just wants to level up right now. While the Undead player doing massive amount of damage at the expansion, can't really do much to stop him. And human player creeping out this red camp right now, and well, I believe he's gonna be able to creep this out pretty easily, as he can steal away the bloodlust from the creeps using the spellbreakers, which he has done over the MK. I mean, you can see the DPS of the MK right now. See, it's really great. And he got a, oh, that's a great item, Ancient Django of Endurance, and that's gonna give the human player Endurance aura. And oh, try hero by the human player. Here comes the Paladin. Paladin gonna be really useful, healing away the units, healing away the heroes in this battle. And while against an Undead player, that's one thing that you just want to have, because Undead players can like nuke you in a second, and your heroes just dies. You know what I mean. So anyways, human player creeping out this other red camp as well. He's just, well, like, I can't really say what he's doing, but it's kind of working out. I believe he's just gonna creep out a few more camps. And is he gonna expand over here? I don't know if he is. And because this place is very near to his base, and there's a Tomb of Experience which is picked up by the Paladin, getting him to level 2. And this camp is gonna be taken out relatively easily, not gonna be considering as good as that thing, as good as the other. Oh, I don't even remember what I was saying. So yes, he is gonna expand over there indeed, and he got a war song battle drums, I believe. Yep, and that's gonna give him some command aura, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Yep, command aura, and that gives you extra damage. And well, that's a good amount of auras if you ask me. And well, tanking up all the damage of the Archmage and then healing him with a Paladin. That's one strategy you can apply. And now he's gonna go after the Spirit Towers, while the Undead player is pretty much done attacking this expansion, has destroyed all the towers, has killed all the militiamen, and now he's going after the main building. Well, the base was the base was like kind of a decoy, if you ask me. I mean, it was just set up. Oh yes, they did gain a lot of resources there, but the thing is, Undead player Undead player just like wasted half of his game, half of the in-game time in that expansion, where the human player was roaming around, was creeping, was doing something, while the Undead player only and only gained experience of those peasants, which was not so very much, mainly because Undead player has like 3 heroes, and experience divided into them is really gonna be very less compared to what he could have gained with a solo hero, or rather creeping out of red camp, because human player crept out the red camp, and oh my, human player getting an expansion and all the tower setup. Also got a magic sentry for some reason, because he just wants to stay a little secure. And player might pop out a ghost out of somewhere. Ghost, wait a second, it's not a ghost, it's called a shade. I'll call it a ghost for some reason. And well, I believe the other player gonna head towards the human expansion for somehow some way. He kind of find out about it. Well, he did find out, and he's gonna head towards the human expansion. Human player is in a real bad position right now. Oh, there was a storm bolt, nice storm bolt over there, and there was a GG. Ted says GG. Good game, well played by both players. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This was a part of the Saturday night's request, and well, once again, as every episode, I'd like to inform you that you too can make a request. You too can send me a replay, give me a sort of a specific request, a specific type of matchup. I might try and find out if there exists any, and will probably cast it soon enough. So anyways, that is pretty much about it. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Z out. Bye bye.